Hey Scrappy friends! Today I am a part of a collaboration using the Make It From Your Heart Volume 6 book. We are on pattern number 5 and it is a single page layout. I got my pages cut out here. Let me go ahead and grab those. This will be a frame style layout, so I gutted out some toffee cardstock. That'll be my base along with some white daisy. And we will start by following the pattern pretty close. So I have some more cardstock cut out here. Like I said, I just cut these exact, and then once we get going, we'll start to play around with customizing it. I do want to add some distressing with my ink. This one will be going down here. What I like about these books is it tells you exactly how far down and how far over to go. That's not in the exact spot, but I will get it there. I might actually just switch these two because they're the same size. Okay. I already don't like the harbor on harbor here, so I do think I'm going to cut a different color. Now that I kind of have an idea of what the layout is going to look like, I have some zip strips left. This is the Good Life collection that we're using, and that could go in place of some of these. So I have this truck, and then I also have the fence. The pictures I'm going to be putting on this, I don't have printed yet, but they are of my husband at work working on some old trucks. So I'm thinking of bringing this in instead. And then I'll also be incorporating, I have 2 stamps here. The Seasonal Haul has an old truck, and then the Good Life Scrapbooking Stamps and Thin Cuts has an old truck as well. The title is supposed to go up here. And again, I don't know what my title is going to be. We use that here instead. So how long is this? This is 3 inches. Let's cut this down to 3 inches. I'm gonna just cut off this part that's ripped and then 6 3/4 over. Okay, I'm already liking that a little better. So I think I need more mocha up here too. Okay, I got these parts adhered. I'm going to edge distress these 4 squares in my toffee ink. In the example page, they did some ink blending up here beneath the title, or like layered behind the title. I'm thinking about doing that as well. So I think I'll do that in mist. So I'm gonna do these in toffee. Okay. So my measurements aren't exact. So we will use these on the sides. So the order of these is gonna go like this. And then I cut this, I cut this one a little bit wide, knowing I was going to overlap this a little. Okay. And then this one's gonna go below. So I think what I'll do is adhere these 2 down, and then this will be kind of my transition strip for on here. Let's go ahead and do that. Don't have a dot roller, which would work great for something as narrow as this, so I'm just going to bring in some glue. Okay, I like how that kind of brings your eye down. So then this photo mat is overlapping a little bit here. So this calls for 3x3 photos. I'm going to cut 3x3 photo mats. So when I print my pictures, I'm just going to print them a little bit smaller than 3 inches so that they have a white border. Okay, so then this one kind of overlaps there. And I'm not going to put tape along all the way to the edge there since we need to tuck that. Okay, so then I have, the shorter one goes over here. Longer one goes over here. And somehow I got slightly off. I'll just tuck that. Okay, the way they have it in the instructions, it is closer to the side over here than over here. There's a bigger gap, which typically wouldn't bother me, but it is kind of bothering me. I think we'll just go with it anyways. It might balance out once I get some embellishments on. So this we're just centering here. Okay. This truck is facing this direction. This truck is facing this direction. What if I bring this up by my title? Maybe this one down here by this picture. So then this one's driving into the layout, this one's driving into the layout. I think I like that. So let me go ahead and grab my ink and I'll be right back. All right, I just flipped a Versamat. This is Mist cardstock and Mist ink. I'm going to see how Mist on Mist looks. Both of these stamps come with coordinating die cuts. I have not stamped this one yet. I should probably get out some scratch paper. Test it first. Yeah, not too bad. And then I think I'll bring in my tri-blend markers and just shade in some areas. Give it a second to soak in. Set that one aside and bring in the larger truck here, and we're gonna just do the same thing. Then we don't have to color the whole truck in with tri-blend markers, just accent pieces that we don't want that mist color. And this one had nice shadowing. I love that truck. I wish I had the pictures printed out for you guys so you could see the truck that we're scrapbooking. But But you'll just have to follow me on Instagram. I'll get those pictures printed and put on here before I post it on Instagram. All right, that's stamped nice. This one doesn't have any shading on it, so I actually like how this one's stamped better. See the difference? All that shading. But we can add some fun to this one. Let me go ahead and get this cleaned up and get these die cut. Okay, I got the truck's die cut out. I have some dog hair on here. I'm going to bring in some tri-blend markers. I also grabbed these 2 little paint buckets from the Nailed It Stampin' Thin Cuts. I just masked off the paintbrush and then I fussy cut these out. So I did that on some, I believe that's mink cardstock, and then I'll paint I'll use my tri-blend markers to color in that pink paint spill. So let's bring in those tri-blend markers. I know for sure I need some brown for that wooden, I don't even know what that is, rack up there. So I'm bringing in the earth brown. And I'm just going to bring in the darkest shade. I'm not going to worry too much about shading since it kind of did that for me. I'll bring in a little bit of gray. I was thinking about coloring it in to kind of match that harbor, and I really don't know what colors I would bring in. I might just bring in that ice gray, that darkest ice gray. That kind of matches that, rather than trying to match harbor. So I'm just going, and this one I did use intense ink, intense black ink, so it doesn't bleed if you color over those lines. The truck in the pictures, it came into the shop, oh my gosh, I don't know what color it actually was because it was so rusty and not in good shape. But by the time it was done being painted, it was black. So there's going to be black pictures. And then since there were only a before, I only had 2 of that old truck, a before and an after. And then the other 3 pictures are going to be their everyday work, working on semis. Okay, so I thought it'd be kind of funny to have this kind of splashing out of the back of the truck. Not sure, maybe like that. And then this one I could just have layered somewhere. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with those. I did want to bring in some blending back behind our title. And I'm going to do that with our mist ink. Typically I would do my blending before, but I wasn't exactly sure where I wanted all of this. So I'm just going to try to lift up part of this here and get under there. But you kind of want to start behind so that you don't get that harsh line. I still got kind of a little harsh right there. These blending brushes are so soft, they work so good. We do have blending brushes on Close to My Heart's website. I think that is pretty good. I still don't know what I want to use for a title. I haven't come up with a title yet. They're work pictures. So do I just say work? Not sure. This I kind of want spilling this direction since the paint is over here. It kind of looks weird to have it spilling that way. So I think I'll put that back there. About there. Okay. And then I'll pop this up so it looks like that paint is actually in the truck behind it. Let's go ahead and do that. For a title, wasn't sure what I wanted it to be, so I went through my stamps, nailed it title. So pulled that off. It's not huge, but it does kind of go with that cluster up there. I don't want to use the nails though. Let me grab a block here. I am going to grab some of my washi tape and I'm just going to mask off those two nails. And I might use maybe some mocha ink since that zip strip is mocha down at the bottom. Here's my mocha. I'm thinking right in here. Okay, so I got those nails masked off. Eye isn't inking so good. Of course, we're stamping directly onto our layout after it's pretty well finished. So that's always scary. There we go. Now I got that eye pretty good. Okay, let's take off the masks. Make sure our block is clean so we don't transfer any ink onto layout where we don't want it. Okay, we're gonna rest nailed right about here. And we're gonna hold our breath. And I just realized I didn't put any foam under it, so we're gonna hope it turns out. Fingers crossed. Say a little prayer with me and lift. Oh, hey, that turned out pretty good. And we didn't get any on there. Awesome. So then this little guy, I think I'm going to pop up like I did this one. And we can put foam on all of it because it's not overlapping. Here I did put foam under the windshield or whatever. Yeah, I guess it's the windshield, the side window. But I didn't peel the back off, so I can still slide my picture under there. Same with that. I didn't put adhesive all the way to the side. Tape on. Let's just not run over. I nailed it. I do feel like it's a little empty up here. My journaling will be going down here. Is there a whole lot of journaling though? We'll see if I come up with something to write about. Otherwise, this is a nice place to rest your eye too. Maybe some paint splatter. Let me go grab another stamp. I have the Perfectly Imperfect patterns. I'm thinking more this one because it has that streak of paint. Let's go ahead and play with this. That's too big of a block. Yeah, I like how that adds just a little bit. I'm not gonna get any up there. And then maybe bring in this super small one. And we can do a little bit down here. Yeah, I like that. I might finish it off there. Yep, I like that. Let's bring some down here then to keep that going. So I will get some pictures printed off, 5 pictures here, and I will get that posted on Instagram. So my Instagram is in the link below. Come back and take a look at the layout with pictures. Again, this video is a collaboration with other scrappers. Their videos will be linked down in the description box, so be sure to head over there. And until next time, live a life worth scrapping. Bye, guys.